Hello, art people. I have my fantastic red wig filter on today, and we are going to be painting our little garden or our little planter boxes that you guys made yesterday. These look amazing. You put all of these pieces together to make this awesome planter box. So we are going to be using paint, and this paint does not get off of clothes. So I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to let those of you who are wearing jackets or sweatshirts or hoodies or sweaters to put those items over in the waiting room area, and I'll pick somebody to put the boxes of aprons at each table. So go ahead and do that. If you have a hoodie, jacket, blah, 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 you can take that off, go put it in the waiting room. If you have sleeves, go ahead or if you have long sleeves, push your long sleeves up above your elbows. And then I will go ahead and pass out the boxes of aprons. Okay. Now you may get an apron, and we're going to put these on. So you're going to say sitting down. That's the trick. I know everybody wants to stand up when they put their aprons on, but it's easier if you sit down and do it. So you're going to put the thick strap over your head. Okay. And once you do that, say check. Like check that off your list. And then we are going to tie our apron around now. So you're going to take these two bands here. You're going to crisscross them in the back and bring them up to the front. And then we're going to tie it just like we tie a bow. So check, say check once you've crisscrossed it and put it in the front. Okay. And then you're going to take this, you're just going to tie it just like a shoe. So you're going to take this strand and put it over this one to make an X. And then pull it through this triangle, flip it out. And then you're going to pull these down here. Then you're going to make a bunny ear, wrap it around, make another bunny ear, and pull it through. And as always, if that was too hard for you to do, you can just wear it like a necklace. And if I have time, I will go around to look at all the children wearing their aprons like a necklace, and I will tie them for them. Okay? All right, so right now you're just either wearing it like a necklace or you have it on, okay? Now, we can go ahead and set our little planter boxes aside. You can just put it right next to your cards over here. And now you are going to look at the box in front of you, and you're going to pick out the first color you're going to want to use. So let's paint the front first, okay? So you're going to pick out a color to paint the front. This little fence here. Okay, so once you find it, you'll notice that underneath every color, it's painted, so you know where to put it back once you're done using it. So go ahead and pick up a color that you want to use. Now open the top. And now just fill one of the little rectangles with it. And if it didn't have any paint, if this was empty, what you do is you take your rainbow card, put it on the top, and then put your clip to whatever color you need. And then you set it here, and then I will bring it to you. So that's how you order more paint, is by using the rainbow card. Okay. Okay, so now that we've poured our paint there, we're going to close the lid and put it back where it goes. If you don't remember, you can just look inside and you just match the color up. Okay. Now you guys are going to take these little planter these pots, and you're going to take them out of your planter box and put them underneath your green tape. And then you're going to turn it to the side like this. Oh, sorry, my phone turned off. My filter. Here she is. Okay. And you are going to turn it so the front here is showing. And now you can take a paintbrush from the blue cup in the middle of your table. If I haven't passed them out, I'll pass those out. So we have a paintbrush in our hand. Check. And now you can get some paint on your brush. Check. And now you can go ahead and paint the front. So this front, actually we can just pretend this is the back. So the back is all just going to be one solid color. We're not going to do stripes or polka dots on the back. The back solid just means no pattern. So we're painting the front. You can just paint around your stickers If you accidentally paint a little on your sticker, that is okay. So anytime I turn the music on, that means you can talk quietly while you work. But once I turn the music off, you have to stop talking again. Okay. Okay, the music has stopped, which means you're going to stop talking. And we should all be done painting this back fence here. If not, I'll let you catch up. But now you're going to set that aside. And there's 2 cups of water in your paintbrush and water box. You're going to get the cup of water, put it in between you and your art partner. And you're going to put your brush in there. Okay, good. So now we are going to paint. We're going to put it up like this. So we're going to paint one of the sides next, okay? And for this, I'm going to allow you to mix 2 colors together if you would like. So let me show you how we're going to do that. So pick a color that you want to make in your brain. Thumbs up if you know what color you want to make, okay? I'm going to make light blue. I'm going to make a light version of this blue here. So think about the 2 colors you need to make that color. So I need blue and white. So think about the 2 colors you need. Okay. Now get the first color. Open it. And fill one of the rectangles with it. You don't even have to fill it all the way. Just a little bit is fine. Close it. Put it back. Get the next color that you need. And remember, if one of the paint bottles that you get is empty, you order more of that paint by putting the clothespin, the little clip on the rainbow card and putting it there. And if I see a rainbow card with a clip on a color, I will bring it to you. Okay, so get your second color and pour in a little rectangle, just a little bit like that. Close it, put it back. There should be no paint on the tables. It's either in your hands because you're giving yourself a little, or it's back in the box where it goes. Okay, now we're all going to clean our brush. So put your hand on your brush and you're going to kind of push it down to the bottom of the water. And if your water is super duper dirty, you can turn your card red. That means you need something. And when I come to you, you'll say, will you please switch out my water? But that's only if it's really, really dirty. If it's a little dirty, it's fine. It's paint water. Okay, you're going to put your brush on the bottom of the cup and you're going to kind of swish it around. Swish, swish, swish. Really gently so we don't get water on the table. And then slide, slide all that extra water off. Now, this big rectangle is where you're going to mix your 2 colors. So get some of your first color and some of your second color. And mix it together, and I'll turn the music on while we mix our colors together. Okay, we're done mixing our color, and now we're going to paint the side, and we're going to paint the whole side. Okay, here we go. Okay, we've painted the whole side. So now you're going to take your paintbrush, put it in the water. And now if you go to the back where we painted before, this should all be dry. All should be dry. The only reason it would still be wet is on the nails a little bit. So you can just kind of wipe the paint off the nails. You'll just get some paint on your hands. It's fine. I'm going to let you wash your hands at the end of this. You can just wipe it off the nails there. Other than that, this should be dry. And if not, I haven't decided if too bad, so sad, or if I'm going to pause it and put paper towels at each table and let you tear a piece of paper towel out, put it down, and then put this on top of it. But we definitely don't want to put wet paint on the table, so we'll just see. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and put the front down on the table. Or we decided this was the back, didn't we? The back on the table. Unless it's wet, then don't. Turn your card red if you need a paper towel. I'll either come up to you and give you a paper towel, or I'll say, well, stinks for you, and give you a worksheet and say, well, you shouldn't have painted it so thick. So just depends. Okay, now we are going to paint this. Now the front, I'm going to allow you to do more than just one color. If you want to do stripes, you can do stripes. Ooh, low battery. If you want to do stripes, you can do stripes. You can do polka dots, whatever you want. So now we are going to clean our brush. Swish, swish, swish. Okay, it's all cleaned out. Now you can either use one of the colors you already have. You might have 4 colors. 1 that you made, 3 from the bottle. Or if you want to get one more color, you can get one more color out. So let's say you want pink. You can grab your pink or whatever color it is. Sorry, this was new, so I had to get the plastic off. Okay. My red hair filter keeps coming off. Stay on, red hair filter. Okay, now you can lift that little lid off. I just need to remember to touch my phone every once in a while. Well, you know, we're just not going to have a face cam. Okay, and then you guys can just squeeze. Oh, you might need to shake it up if it's new. Shake it up. And then you can put it in one of those little rectangles there. Okay, so now we're going to swish, 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 slide, slide, and then get one of your colors that you've picked out, and you can start painting with your first color. So you don't have to paint the whole thing this time, right? You don't have to paint the whole thing this time with that color because you're allowed to use 2 different colors to paint this time. So I'm just going to paint the parts that are going up and down. You can do something else with your first color. We are done with our first color. So now if you wanted to get a smaller brush, you can. But before you switch brushes, you have to swish, 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 slide, slide. And once your brush is clean, then you can put it in the blue cup, but you need to stab it down into the rock. So do you think it'd be better to stab with the bristle side or the stick side? The stick side, right? There, like that. And then if you wanted to get a smaller brush now for your second color, you can. And then you can pick your second color, and now you can paint with your second color. Okay, and now we can paint with our third color. So you can clean this brush off, swish, 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 slide, slide. If you need to trade brushes, you can. And then you can pick your third color and you can add with your third color now. All right, and now you can put that paintbrush in the water. All right, so now we're going to flip it so the colored side is on the table, and same thing as this side. If it's wet, then we'll see how I feel. I might give you a paper towel to put it on, or I might say too bad, so sad. You're done painting. Because it should not be thick paint, okay? Because you're painting it how I'm painting it. Okay, so put it on the bottom there. All right, now for this, I'm going to let you do what's called an ombre effect. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. So it's going to go from one color to another color. So you're going to pick one of your colors here that you have. If you want to mix some of the colors here, you can. And we're done with this though. We're done with our tray of paint. This big tray of paint, I can just even take these right now and put them back on the shelf because we're not going to get out any more paint. We're just using the paint that's on this. This is called a palette. Okay, anyway, you're going to pick two colors, one for your top, one for your bottom. I'm going to start with green at the top. So let's all swish, 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 slide, slide. Get your first color here and then paint the top. And I'm just going to paint over the sticker because it'll be easier. Okay, and remember, we don't want it to be too wet, so if you need to get any more of the extra water off, you can. Look, it's dripping down a little bit there. So your first color, you can go ahead and paint the top with it. Okay, very good. And then actually go all the way almost to the bottom. Okay, good. Like about this far down here. Okay, now without cleaning out your paint, your brush, get a little bit of your second color and then paint that in the middle over top of the first color. And see, it went from the green to the blue, or your first color to your second color. But this kind of looks like a mixture, right, of your first and second color. Okay, and then get more of your second color and then start at the bottom and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're going to go all the way and start to go on top of your middle color there. Isn't that cool? And so the more you go over it, the more it makes it really nice and smoothed out. Okay, like that. Okay. Okay, so now you can clean out your brush. Swish, swish, swish. Slide, slide. And you're going to get some more of your top color and go over your top color again. And then you can go into the middle a little bit. You just kind of go back and forth like that. Okay, and then you can clean your brush again. Swish, 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 slide, slide. And now with the clean brush, you can kind of blend it in a little bit now too. Okay, so kind of going back and forth with a clean brush there. All the way up and all the way down. And there you go. And this is called an ombre or a gradient. So it goes from one color to the other color. Okay, you can put your paintbrush in your water. And now you can put your, you can put this on the table like so. Okay, and be careful. It might be a little wet still, so just be careful. And then you guys can go ahead and put your little planters back in here. And I believe tomorrow we're going to be doing the planting of the flowers or the plants, whatever you guys are putting it in. But that is the project. It looks really good. I'm super proud of you guys. Go ahead and set that aside. It goes right underneath your green tape. Okay. And then we're going to clean up here. So let's take our brush. Swish, swish, swish. Slide, slide. Take the stick. Put it in the blue cup like so. And then you can make a stack of these at your table, in the middle of your table. Okay, so you guys can all put your palettes, these things, palettes together. And then also put your water back in the brushes and water box. So it's all going to go together in the brushes and water box. So then everything is ready to go be put away. Okay. And then we're going to wash our hands now. So you guys did a great job. I hope you guys had fun.